Today I'm going to show you how to play the verse picking part of Hotel California, which was originally played on a 12-string guitar. When the Eagles played this song live, Don Felder would play this guitar part on a double-necked electric guitar, one of which was a 12-string. But for those of you, like myself, who don't own a double-necked electric guitar, but would nonetheless like to perform an accurate version of this guitar part live with their bands, this video's for you. Now this is how the original riff was played. It used a sequence of open chords based in the starting key of E minor, but capoed up to the 7th fret, which transposed the song into B minor. Now anyone who is familiar with the song Hotel California will know that the high point of the song is the dueling guitar solo at the end. There are also dual guitar lead riffs being played throughout the song, and these guitar parts are either extremely difficult or impossible to play with the capo on. So this leaves us with the choice of either playing the song live, continually putting the capo on and taking it off mid-song, which I think you'll agree looks and sounds unprofessional, or we can figure out a way of playing the same riff, the same notes, without using a capo and without needing a double-necked guitar, one capoed, one not. Now it is possible to play all of the guitar parts in Hotel California on one guitar in standard tuning with no capo. There is a way to perform even the two solos on one guitar. But today I'm just going to focus on the opening riff. We've already played it with the capo on 7, now have a listen to the riff with no capo. So the first position is what would, in the original key, is an E minor. So you would have, you're literally doing exactly the same picking pattern over an E minor type bar chord on the 7th fret. So the picking pattern has stayed exactly the same from the original E minor. So let's go through the picking pattern. You start with a full strum. Now holding the position in the same place, go D, G, D, B, G, B, E. Then you need to hit the G again and move your pinky on to the 9th fret of the G. So, next we come to this extremely sort of fiddly shape here. You want your index finger on the 7th fret of the B, your middle finger on the 8th fret of the D, your ring finger on the 9th fret of the G, and your pinky on the 9th fret of the E. Now you don't strum this time, you just hit the D first. D, G, B, B, E, G, B, D. So next we go to a D add 9. We're barring it on the 7th fret, which makes it an A add 9. But the picking pattern goes like this. Alright, D, G, B, B, E, B. That's the first half. Then we we go D, G, B, then move your index finger onto the 7th fret of the A. Now this next one is very fiddly. Index finger, 6th fret of the D string, middle finger, 7th fret of the G. And you have to have these two ready, your ring finger and your pinky ready to go on the 7th fret of the B and the 7th fret of the E. So you're using the open strings here as well. So after you've done that first half, the D, G, B, G, these go on the 7th fret of the B and the 7th fret of the E. So altogether the strings you're picking are D, G, B, G, B, G, B, E. Let's put what we've got so far together. Okay. Next chord is a C, but we're barring the C. Now because of the placement of your fingers, your index finger only needs to bar the top 3 strings. It only needs to bar the G, B and E. So I've got my pinky on the 10 of the A string, my ring finger on the 9 of the D string, my index finger barring the 7 from the G to the E, and my middle finger on the 8 of the B. So we start off by just picking over the barred C chord. So it goes A, D, G, D, B, G, B, E. That's the first half. Then it goes. Okay, and now we're making a index finger bar of D there, and pinky on the high D on the E string. So your index finger is barring the 7th fret of strings D, G and B, and your pinky is fretting the 10th fret of the high E. So your pinky has to move halfway through this. D, E, B, G, B, G. Now a ring finger now has to come here to the 9 of the A string, and your pinky is now moved to the 10 of the E string. So next we're doing an E minor 7. So it's an A minor 7 chord, barred on 7. And you pick over it like this. One more time. And the last shape, you just make a normal C and slide it up so that your ring finger is on 9. Now you're going to use the open E here as well. So it sounds like this. So the pinky has gone on 9 there. So your ring finger wants to be on the 9th fret of the A, your middle finger on the 8th fret of the D, and your index on the 7th fret of the B. And you need to have your pinky ready to go on the 9th fret of the high E. So your picking goes A, D, then the high E twice, B, E, B, then back to the E with your pinky on. All together. So let's have the whole riff now, start to finish, with the camera in close up so you can see me doing it. thanks for watching, and I'll hopefully see you again soon.